So I have a few books. I actually have four. I'm going to highlight three. And just a little bit about me. I'm a poet. I'm a writer. I mentioned earlier that I am mostly a love poet. Like that's where my heart is. That's what I like to write about. But that love extends beyond just romantic love. There's God love and there's love for my people. And so I write also a lot about that and injustice. So this book I want to share with you is called Purple. So Purple is kind of chapbook size, and each poem title is either a line from the movie, the film, The Color Purple, or a title of a Prince song, right? And so I wrote this before Prince died. I think it was around the 20th anniversary of The Color Purple, but I've always been a big fan, and purple is a lot of people's favorite colors. It's my sister's favorite color. I dedicated this book to my sister, Lauren. So this poem is titled A Little Shug Avery P. So you would have to have seen The Color Purple to know what that means. If you haven't, I don't really judge you, but like I do judge you a little bit. What are you really doing with your life? So A Little Shug Avery P. It was not entirely his fault that he felt inadequate in the presence of Black youth and promise. That's why they turned him loose. They too have felt the indigestion and frustration and incomprehension. Why? After centuries of organized, concentrated effort to eliminate every trace of human strength in a people. Let me go back. I wrote this about my feelings around Trayvon Martin, just some context. I'm going to continue. They too have felt the indigestion, frustration, and incomprehension. Why? After centuries of organized, concentrated effort to eliminate every trace of human strength in a people, generation after generation, these subhuman superhumans remain standing, as broad in their shoulders as they are in their attitude, refusing to recognize built-in authority, not bowing or cowering. It don't make sense. He wasn't lying when he said he was scared for his life. Imagining an existence where Black boy potential is fully realized would be a threat to everyone's position. He was rightfully afraid, so they turned him loose because that scared them too. He's a recognizable fellow though, sad looking that George, weak and disturbed, measuring his manness on his ability to break something, even if it has to be a child. Disrupting things so as not to be mistaken for a nothing. Proving that murdering potential won't make you less of a loser. I suspect he don't eat out often. Ain't no telling what's in his glass of ice water. I know what I would give him if I ever had the chance. Back to the title, A Little Shug Avery. And so in the film, Miss Seeley put spit in a drink of someone she didn't like. And she said next time she was going to put a little Shug Avery in it to make it a little more potent. And so that's just this idea of that people are frightened of all of our power as Black people. It's not an excuse to mistreat us. I do feel like that's where it comes from. They're frightened we're going to be as vindictive as maybe we should be, that if we really did, we're able to just live out the most of our lives without the oppression that keeps us pinned down. What would that look like? And so if I had the chance, I'd put some Shug Avery P in George Zimmerman's drink, is the gist of that. That's in Purple. And again, Purple is available on Amazon. I will read you an excerpt from another book. So I have 4 books. I know you're not allowed to have favorite children. This might be my favorite baby. This is Only Love Can Do That. That is a caption of a quote from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Just speaking of the power of love, again, this book is full with love stories, romance poems, love of life, love of children, love of people, love and understanding. So it's a love book. Also available on Amazon. Only love can do that. I usually have a few in my trunk, but I don't leave the house as often, so Amazon will come to you. So ain't no more. I don't even put sugar in my tea no more. Your kisses got enough sweet to make everything taste like dessert. I don't wear perfume no more. Don't want to cover up the scent of your hug at random moments in the day. I can tuck my face into my shoulder and remind myself somebody likes to wrap their arms around me. Somebody good. I don't have to work to find reasons to smile. I be trying to look serious, start giggling when I think of you. Ain't no more wondering if there's ever going to be someone for me. You are for me. Okay, and that's Ain't No More. Love poems from Only Love Can Do That. And so finally, I'm going to share from my book, Supreme. So Supreme was written from a very passionate place. I think that's the first time I really wrote pieces with the intention of aiming that. No, that's not the first time. Purple was the first time. But this was a deliberate collection, and it also was a one-woman show that my plan is to bring back when the world is a little bit less dangerous for us all to be out in the traditional way. So this poem is entitled Evidence. This poem was written after Sandra Bland died. And so, it's countless. I've actually lost count. I used to be able to just rattle off the names of all the modern lynched Black people. And I actually can't keep up anymore. Sandra Bland really stood out to me, one, because she's a woman and she's Black, and two, because she reminded me so much of women in my life. Not even me so much. I tend to, I'm not confrontational. I tend to, in real time, have trouble pushing back in real time. And so she reminded me of women who ask questions, women who are not just gonna go along with whatever comes up. And that the penalty when you're a woman, and she was tall and she was thick. And I feel like women who take up space with their bodies, with their voice, who ask questions, as much as we count on them, I feel like they're really also penalized for that. And she lost her life, and it's still a mystery. I'm one of those people who don't believe she killed herself, but this poem was written for her, about her, and to women like her. It is my prayer that it is never my turn, but if they should come for me. If I should roll through a stop sign or offend a white woman or ask a stranger for help in the middle of the night, or be at prayer meeting or swimming or playing video games with my nephew or sleeping in my bed. If they should decide my lungs are taking up too much good air, if my earthly presence makes them feel too much like alien, if suggesting there is too much abuse of their assigned, not inherent authority is received as disrespect and threat. Before everything goes dark, I pray the spirit of my wildest ancestor, I hope she inhabits my body in the final hours. Make sure it ain't no easy victory. Make sure they know this ain't gonna be no small thing. Make sure they know at the end of me is the beginning of nightmare. We will curse them with vivid dreams, burning buildings, dreams that become premonition, folk turning up missing, and y'all better not forgive shit. Don't let no preacher tell you I've gone on to a better place. Matter of fact, let poet mind evolution eulogize me. Y'all better flip some tables, snatch microphones, occupy state houses. I love life and love and my son and poetry. And I have purpose and vision and goals. And yay, I may be safe in the arms of the Savior, but I don't believe this was the plan that God had for me when He knit me in my mother's womb, if they should come for me. Y'all tell my son I had every intention of coming home to him. And if love alone were powerful enough to keep me here, I would never leave. Tell him I'm watching. Surround him, let him be angry. Direct his anger, and don't let him forget he is brilliant. And if the father of my son should shed a single tear, y'all slap his monkey ass, because I still haven't got a chance to do that myself. Don't let them tell you I resisted arrest if my claws have left tattoos on their faces and necks. It is because I would not submit to death. I was not ready. Let this poem be my testimony. Every time I leave my house, I am always planning to come home, to tuck in my son and go to sleep and wake up again in the morning. And that's evidence. We know that Black people tend to, even in our death, have to testify to our character, why we didn't deserve what we got in the end. So I plan to live a very long time. It is my destiny to see 100 years on this earth, and to at least 2 or 3 husbands. So I got work to do. But that's my poem. Again, that is in Supreme. I was in a very passionate place when I wrote this. Also available on Amazon. So Supreme, Only Love Can Do That, and Purple. I encourage you to check them out. Not sure what we have for time. Am I at the do I have a few more minutes, or am I good? Somebody tell me. All right, I'll do one more. I'm gonna take that as I can do one more. So I'll do one more. I'll do one more for Supreme. This is called Proper Love. We all set? Does we all set mean I'm done, or we all set means we're good for more? I'm not even sure. Help me, let me know. Okay, I'll do one more.
Very slow.
Say that again.
Are you talking to her? Oh my God. Like, I can't click anything. I can't click a camera, a mute, the menu's not coming up. I'm having technical difficulties. I can't push no buttons. I'm sorry. I'm getting pissed off.
Okay.
I'm trying not to cuss.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, please. Read a piece. I'm stuck.
Repeat. Okay. Proper love. I'm the absolute best version of myself when I'm being loved properly. You should see me when I'm getting as many kisses on my neck as I want. I use fewer words when there's someone who understands my non-talk. I am regal as I don't know what when oil is being massaged into my scalp on the regular. Peep the shine I put on the floor when I'm made to be a priority. Have you ever tasted an omelet prepared by a woman who prayed you would finally show up? Spend a weekend with me. Come Monday morning, even you will be hating on your Saturday night self. Just tell me nobody can do for you what I can do for you anytime you get the inclination. My credit score climbed 200 points. Include me in your plans and I'll waken every morning without the aid of an alarm. And the solution to somebody's problem. Say things to me like, yo, your car was making a funny noise, but don't worry about it, baby, I took care of it. You don't even have to buy me nothing. Just appreciate my style. Delight in the way I put myself together. Ask me when I'm going to wear that dress with those shoes again so you can show me off. I will strut everywhere. While simultaneously reciting Einstein's theory of relativity in Mandarin, you can almost hear my IQ expanding from all that good loving, baby. You holding back on your adoration of me is a little bit illegal. Might even be detrimental to the planet. You're wrong for that. Stop playing. Love me ferocious so I can be great. Mess around and may find a Pulitzer hanging out my back pocket, and love on my son. Treat him like maybe you the one who put him in my belly. assemble his bike while I napped on the couch, teach him some man shit. I promise you'll think it's your birthday when I get through with you. Forgive me for needing so much partner. As extraordinary as I am now, there's greatness I can't reach. Just imagine the fire I could unleash. The world needs you to ignite me. Bring your whole self here right now and love me properly. That is Proper Love by Lynnette Johnson in the book Supreme. And I hope you'll check it out. Thank you so much for this time on this beautiful sunshiny Saturday. Y'all see my plants that I'm trying not to kill in the background? That is not my gifting, but so far they ain't dead.